Hey y'all, what's going on? All right, so I don't think we're gonna be on here this long. I did want to make sure I came in tonight simply because I have to work pretty much all weekend. Y'all know it's Valentine's Day weekend, okay? So I'm getting last minute calls for people to come on in. So I wanted to make sure I go ahead and kind of explain the next journal challenge so y'all could see. Hey everybody. So y'all could see, well, I ain't gonna show y'all all of this stuff because you gotta go get it, right? However, I am going to create a page as I mentioned before, and now I'm going back and forth between where I want to do the live, where I want to do the journal challenge. In my mind, I said, I'm gonna go and do an insert. And then I was like, I don't know. So we shall see. By the time we get somewhere, I should know where we are doing this. I considered doing the A6 Stalogy, y'all, because it's not, it's not super big. And I'm almost done with the book. So I was like, this may work. Then I thought about my regular journal. That would be really easy to fill 14 pages up. So yeah, I don't know. So nonetheless, hopefully you have your journal out and you have some supplies and all of that great stuff. If you have some highlighters, if you have a pen, you don't even have to have anything but a pen. But just pull out your paper or whatever you have. Hey, everybody popping in. So what I am going to do as one of the pages is kind of write the title of fill the page. But we have to decide which one I'm going to use. So that's that. So while I try to figure that out, I'm just going to sit there right there. And I'm going to kind of go over what the purpose of the 14-day fill the page challenge. Yeah, y'all can see this, right? Because the journal prompts ain't on it. The journal prompts are behind this. That's where the journal prompts are, okay? So what it is a lot of people want to journal differently, but they don't know how. They don't know what. You may watch some of my videos, but it's kind of like, how many people are really going to go back, watch it, and try to journal along with it? And I always don't give you everything in the video. So what I did was I came up with 14 prompts that I actually like to do quite often. There may be 2 that you can't carry on each month, but pretty much all of the prompts within here is something that you can do each week. Some of them you have heard before. Some of them you may not. It just depends on how long you have been journaling with me. So that's that, okay? So let's see. Okay, so I think we are going to do the Stalogy. And yes, I just did that old school. Let me pick which one, right? Okay, so oddly enough, I usually don't pull my Stalogy out, but for today I am because I'm getting to the end of the book. And all the Stalogy is, y'all, is a grid journal. This is what the blank pages look like. And then I'm going to show you something that, like, this was a page that a lot of you all have seen. These stickers from Goldmine and Coco, and I just did a full page. I actually got this idea from Scribbles by KP. Let me see. Let me pull this off screen so y'all can kind of see. And then again, that's another doll from Goldmine and Coco. Flowers. Anybody that watches me a lot, y'all know I love florals, okay? So you just gonna see flowers and flowers and flowers. And let me see, I'll show y'all another. I'm just gonna show you the variety, what I like about this book. So this book, I was able to do a brain dump. So this, you could just do whatever you want. There's no rhyme or reason to this book. When I tried this book out, I just wanted to see if I was gonna like the paper. Hey Veronica, hey everybody popping in. And I actually ended up liking it because it reminds me of the Hobonichi, but just a little bit thicker paper wise. So if you don't like either one of those styles of papers, this is not the book for you. And it comes in different sizes. And then let's see, if y'all remember when I was selling stickers, this was the recap. And most of you all should know what a recap is if you've been following me for a while. So that's just to show you this can be for whatever. It can be for note taking. Sometimes I just like putting washi tape down, or I might have a quote of the week, or however I felt, right? So this is whenever I want to write in it. So we are going to do the journal prompt series in this. So let's go ahead and, I was about to sound like the videos, be like, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So we are going to create the cover page. Now here's the thing. If you opt to do this challenge, you do not have to do the prompts in order. You pick them how you want to do them. And every page does not have to be one behind the other. The whole goal is for you to fill up 14 pages. That's the goal. If you can fill up 14 pages, you will actually get kind of in the rhythm of being able to journal without thinking too hard about it, okay? So let's figure out what we're going to do. I like layering. If you have not picked that up about me just yet, layering is my jam. And I also use quite a bit of scraps. So what that means is when I cut paper, I'm not necessarily going to throw the scraps away. I'll just kind of keep them. And I have way more scraps than this, y'all. This is just something that's near. And so what I'll do is kind of have the different sheets and pull things as I go. So we are going to see what little scraps are over here. And see if it's anything that I want to use. And I think I want to, thought I had some more scraps out of that. All right. So as I said, I am going to layer. And I also put patterns that most people wouldn't put together. And what this is considered is creating like a junk page. Okay, that's a smaller. Right. So I'm going to play around with these. I'm going to play around with those a little bit. I am going to use a sticker doll, and this will be how we start our pages off. So all right. Hey Tammy. All right, so usually what I do, y'all, if I need to measure a page, this is going to be a little different with this particular book. I'm just going to kind of trace around there, and then I'm going to cut. Now, if you have your slicer, that's fine. Sometimes if I feel like being correct, I'll pull out the slicer, but I don't always cut for perfection. And I can tell you right off the bat, this ain't going to be for perfection. And by the way, this is a A6 size. So it's like a 4x6 if you need a comparison on how small it is, because a lot of times on screen things look way larger than they are. And then y'all go pick these things up and you like, hold on, it's real little. So if you have big handwriting, you may want to look into a A5 size journal or larger. If you can manipulate your handwriting, you can kind of do any size. I journal in pretty much, I'll journal in anything, y'all. I'll journal on a napkin. And actually, you can add napkins to your journal, by the way. We'll do that one day. All right, so if you are journaling along with me, and if you have plans on purchasing the journal prompts, they actually release tomorrow. If you are in my Facebook group, the link is already up. If you are a Patreon, you may want to check that as well. So you already have access to getting the prompts. So we are creating our cover page. Similar to how we would do a hello December or a hello January, February. We're just creating a section. If you're choosing to section off, we're creating a section. And so remember, I said we're going to layer. And so I don't always cut, right? I'm not always looking for, again, perfection. If you want your pages to kind of pop and look a little different and look distressed, this is where all of this comes in, and tearing. There's actually it's a tool where you can tear it and it tears the perfect distressed look, but you know, we just don't tear however we need to get the look that you're going for, right? And I do know for a lot of people that's really hard to kind of go against the norm. Like you want everything to be so neat because we were taught like that a long time ago. But you know, if you want your journal to look a little different, you got to do things a little differently, all right? And also don't overthink it. Excuse me. I just really felt like I had a scrap piece of this somewhere. Ah. Yes, create as you go. I think that's the part that I like about it the most too. Like just not being so structured. But if I'm being real honest with y'all, I've never been a structured child. And that transferred into adulthood. Now, for some people, you may, just for your sanity, you may want to tie things in. The way you tie things in is from your different scraps of paper. I'll show you how to do that in a second. Okay, so you see this little strip right here? You can actually do something with that little strip. Don't throw pieces away until you really know like you don't need anything else. And I definitely need to pick up. Y'all remember when I had the Scotch glue stick? Like, while I like tape runners, sometimes I just need a good old-fashioned glue stick. This ain't the move what I'm up here doing right now. Yes, I gotta get that glue stick. That was my favorite. It was that big old Scotch glue stick. It should have been a good glue stick. That little puppy is expensive. All right, so I want, I think I'm gonna tear again. And I messed mine up by drying it out. My little feelings was hurt. All right, so this is a corner rounder. I did. And I mean, it wasn't a lot left, but you know. I tried to rub it against the paper like, if I just keep. And it was like, no, we done. We have done all that we can do. I don't know if many of you are catching what I'm doing. So remember, the title of this series, journal prompt series, is Fill the Page. So do you get it? I'm filling the page. We'll come back to that. All right, I'm slowly working on not hoarding my dolls. So if I wasn't out of my pockets, I would have a pocket and just slide her in. But I think I used my last pocket today. Yeah, so your journal entries are not always with words, right? So for example, you could do a whole page full of stickers to tell your story. Or you could actually paint, draw. Like your emotions can be shown through whatever journal entry you do. Like you'll know what it means. Sometimes it might be as simple as a picture. A picture. Some people paint the pages. I haven't gotten back into watercolors like that. I need to do better. I don't know why I run away from watercolors. Now, I don't know why I did that, y'all, and I got tweezers. You know, when you have fake nails, you cannot lift anything by a corner. That's the only thing I miss about my own nails. Yeah, so you can fill the pages as long as it means something to you, right? Like everything does not require a word. Hey, Naleeb. So I just started talking about the journal challenge, the 14 days fill the page. And then I'm creating the cover page for Fill the Page. So you haven't missed a lot. We're going to leave her alone. Right. You said, I wrote in my journal for a long while yesterday for the first time this year. A lot happened on Monday, Richard. Yeah, there's sometimes that I go a minute without writing in my journal, and then I'll have a spark just to write, and I can write for hours at a time. It just varies from person to person. All right, so even though I know we're doing 14 days, I just want to write fill the page. I don't necessarily want to write 14 days on there. So it's totally up to you how you want to write that out. What's that? Possibly. This is actually considered a junk journal page. Actually, I am. Why I'm saying that. Yeah, I'm actually doing one in conjunction with the Fill the Page journal series that's releasing tomorrow, and or it's already out if you are on the Facebook page. I think I want to, but I don't necessarily know if I'm going to do a series per se as of right now. Possibly when I get to 3,000, I may consider that. That'll probably be a goal I set when I start doing series. Oh no, I'm not. I probably won't do those anytime soon. I don't have any plans to do those. No, sometimes I do those just like if I'm sitting watching TV. I haven't made one of those in a while. But the same principle applies like inside of a journal. That same concept could be done like in the front half of your journal, inside, literally on the inside of a page. So yeah, that same thing applies. It's still considered a, what you call it, a junk journal. All right, let's see what we're gonna do with this. Fill the page. I want to put February somewhere on here. What are you talking about? The altered notebooks? It's rare you'll ever see me do like a complete flip through of a journal unless I do like a straight journal series, because I write sporadically. And you know, y'all freeze game is real strong. Yeah, this wasn't a planned live. Yeah, most of my lives, let me not say they're not planned, but I don't really announce them super early. I probably should. But sometimes it's just a spark to come on a journal. My child is making some of the craziest noise, and I don't know if y'all can hear it, and I really want to elevate my voice, but because I am on live, I am just going to act like I have a little bit of sense right now. Another color. What we got? A green. Where is my green highlighter? What are we doing right now? Turquoise one? No. So is anybody journaling with me? I know I'm pretty quiet today, y'all. Sometimes I get a little quiet. Gotcha. So another secret when you are using your journal and you get to the end of the page and you need to see what you're doing, you can either just put a blank sheet of paper underneath so you have that edge. And then it can roll off onto the next page. Got you. Yeah. So, and the interesting thing, y'all, like if you buy journal prompts and it's like you didn't finish all of them, you do know it can roll over to whatever month. I keep a notebook. Oh, yes, I love book journal pages. I keep a notebook of the journal prompts and just flip through. So if one day I just don't have the desire to kind of write anything, I can actually go in and just pull something to write from. So the good thing about journal prompts, when you have a blah moment or you like, I don't know what to write about, that's the time that you go and pull them out. Yeah, so yeah, I really want this line to be bolder. And so we're gonna see how this go. Hey, everybody popping in. So you see the difference? They just made it pop a little bit more. Thank you, Winona. And then I want some little gold accents. So I'm pulling like the brown from this right here. And then this little peach red looking, it says it's a red highlighter, but we know that ain't real. So I'm pulling that from there and there to pull that in. And like I said, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a gold. I got a gold somewhere in here. Let's see what we have over here. Hey, B. And so this is a, we're not even gonna pronounce that wrong. It's by Pentel, y'all. I'm gonna say slicey, but I know that's not right. But that's what it's gonna be called today. And so what I'm gonna do is just go on this little, I'm either gonna go on the outside of it. I'm gonna go on the outside and then I'm gonna go on the inside with a white. And you may not be able to see the white on screen. Thanks, V. And Winona, y'all be looking out. And for some of y'all that are gonna try using the dark paper, remember your, what are these? These are your jelly rolls. Those can actually show up on darker paper. So it doesn't have to be black just to work on the paper. And when you're creating your page, turn your journal however you need to turn it to get whatever desired look. Oh Lord, here come Pine telling me to stamp something, y'all. Oh, help me. I might be able to stamp something for real. Or Pine, I'll stamp another page. Yeah, I thought I was in the clear. With the white, you can always add your white on top of a highlighter. Now again, you may not be able to see what I'm doing on screen, but it'll show up to what you're doing. And so if you're just joining, I'm going to show you what the page started out like, what the blank page looks like, and then this is what a field page looks like. Thank you, Jen. Well, no, Pine, what was it? Didn't I stamp last week? No? Yes? No? I thought I did. Okay, y'all, so this is typically what the page looks like. Let me give you more of a blank because you can see through. This is what the page looks like before I start. And this is what the page looks like as I fill stuff up. If you're just joining, I showed y'all one where I did a whole sticker doll. This is one that a lot of you all have seen. Y'all see me doing this little hold on because I told y'all can't see everything. Y'all know I love flowers. So this is my Just Have Fun book. All right, y'all. So Pine got me stamping stuff. If you are new to my channel, so I have a whole lot of stamps and I don't really stamp. So Pine makes sure that I stamp something every time she is on. And I am not gonna fight it. So these are all my stamps, guys. Well, no, it's not. This is not even all of my stamps. Let me take that back. I have a whole nother container of stamps. Like, y'all, I bought the acrylic block. Like, I really be doing stuff. Every time something is on sale, I pick up. I mean, I be doing major non-stamping stuff. I got some really cute stamps that need to be cleaned off. Don't judge. You can judge. So let's see what we are gonna stamp. Let me try to be again, I love florals. Hey y'all. Let's see. And I love owls. Okay, so let's see. We are going to oh Lord. Y'all, she already told me she was sending. Yeah, so y'all remember I stamped this one and it was real light. But you can actually stamp really light and right on top of it. So I really actually need to stamp lighter than stamping hard. Okay, make a decision, make a decision. So we're gonna do this. My country was about to come out real strong. I like good vibes. I really like, let's do this one because I can write something on the inside. Ooh, Father, here we go. All right. Fix it. Okay. All right. We just gonna take, yeah, I have some colors. I just don't pull them out. I just pull whatever's in front of me. So we just gonna add a little bit of everything. I'm just adding some stuff on here. We're gonna call it distress. Oh, I'm gonna do some fancy stuff in a minute. Hold on, Pine, wait for it. I'm gonna act like I know what I'm doing, right? So y'all, I'm gonna distress. I'm gonna distress the paper. Y'all ready? All right, hold on. Let's put our little sheet underneath. Okay. This is not what this is for, y'all. Do not follow my lead, okay? Don't follow my lead. But see, we're going to distress it a little bit. See, this is your creative juices flowing. Again, don't follow my lead. Oh, y'all, she about to have me doing my watercolors. Oh, goodness. Not today, though, but we will. I like being pushed, y'all, a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Oh, I should have had a Kleenex, right? So I can dab like I meant it. I don't have that close, though, y'all, so y'all not going to get that. Y'all not going to get that at all. All right. Oh, did the ink, y'all think the ink dried? Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's put a little more. All right. And so we're not going to do what it says do. We going to do another way, right? Because this is just what we think we mean. Ready or not, here it comes. All right. And y'all know I do this holding down like that's going to make a difference. It don't. It does not. Oh, what? Give me a second. It's going to all come together. That's y'all stamp of the night. We're going to add a little color in there, though. See, Sharonda, it ain't me. I be feeling like if I hold it down, that's going to help me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hey. And see, we're going to add a little page on the side to pull it all in together. We're going to use some of that paper we already used up earlier. All right. See how this going to tie? Y'all see that? You don't see it. You're not ready. And then you just do a little, wait for it. Give me a second. Take our little pencil and do our little fake drawing. And it don't matter if the pencil get on there because you about to cover that up. And Fee, you know I was about to start singing that, right? I know you see it. Okay. And then we're going to do this. See how I told y'all that line is not going to be straight? You started singing it too, Gina? Mm-hmm. That was the epitome of a janky cut. And that's all right. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take our craft scissors. Because I got about 400 pair. And we are going to cut the edge of this. And see, we're going to put that in there like that because we're going to do something with that side right there. We don't know what that is yet, but we are. All right? And so this is what you call creative journaling, y'all. Like, it doesn't ever come out like you think it is. You just go with the flow. If you don't like something, you cover it up. If you really don't like either page, you glue the pages together. And guess what? It's not like y'all are showing it live, so nobody else is going to know but you. Oh, yeah. I didn't already put the glue. That would have been... Oh, I can do a pocket on top of it. I sure can. Let's do a pocket on top. And if y'all haven't picked up to what I'm doing, I'm just using the scraps that we had from earlier. Oh, I got to get my glue stick this weekend. This ain't gonna get it. All right, y'all, so we gonna, oh, that came out country. We are about to create a pocket. And I believe I'm gonna do a short pocket, y'all, because I think I just want to use this little bit of what we have right here. Come on, Paige, work with. I know once this one run out, I'm gonna get another Stylogy. Yeah, this is my first Stylogy, so I like them. The only thing I haven't done is, since you mentioned the watercolor, I'll have to try that next go round. Oh, I need to add my link on here, y'all. My link to my Amazon store, I have it listed. Stylogy is on Amazon. And I'm actually going to update my list with the stuff I use, but it's on Amazon. All right, y'all, so remember we're creating a pocket. So you're not going to put the tape runner right here. We're just going to put it on the outer side. So I'm just going to go on the corners. And I have to figure out what I'm going to slide in here, y'all. Yes, Gina, use whatever journal y'all have. Y'all, like, you can turn the most basic journal into a creative outlet. Just because you spend 20, 30, 40, and I have spent $40 on a journal, doesn't mean you're going to get anything magical because you spent that. Start where you are. Once you develop a habit, that's when I would suggest spending more. Okay, so we have a little pocket. It's not a super deep pocket, but I got a pocket right there. I am going to find, we had some more, let's see, y'all. This is AdTech Crafters tape. It's a permanent tape runner. Y'all remember how I was just talking about you can stick a doll in and I wouldn't have to use it? And I wouldn't have to take it down? So this is how you create pockets in your journal. So that just goes to show you how to add. That's from Gold Mining Cocoa. That's my Fee. Y'all know Fee is like my sister, right? I don't know if most of y'all knew that, but you know now. All right, so that's there. Now, you could do something else on the top of this. Like, y'all know my word of the year is action. Let's see how we can add that on here so you can kind of see how layering goes. When I tell y'all I pull scrap paper from anywhere. So we're going to make this a skinnier strip, though. All right, let's do this. Come on. Yeah, see, he gonna have me singing, y'all. I'm not. Yes, I have a line journal. Matter of fact, the last journal that I was in, it was a line journal. You know it's your bedtime. You be doing the most. Okay. So this is where a strip can go. Now I'm going to do like a little stitch thing. What I mean by stitch is just some lines. But since we have brown, we want to stay within that theme. So I need to find a brown or either a something in the brown or the copper family, but we need to do a test. So this is where if you need to do a test pen thing, you just do that and you'll see if you're going to like it or not. That works for me. So when I say a stitch border, it's just little short lines, y'all. It almost just looks like you went in and kind of stitched clothes. And so you see how you got a little stitching, so it adds a little character to it. And then we're going to write the word action. Gina, I have one too. Do you have this one? Is it like the dual craft paper? Like you have the white paper and then you have the craft? Craft paper is super dope to write on. Yeah, Pine, I saw they had a new one. But you know this one right here? This thing right here is $5.99. $5.99 from Mike House. It's $5.99 here. So and I ain't nowhere near close to being finished with this. So some of the lives I just need to come on here and use this stuff up. So yeah, this is a super dope journal. Oh, I did watercolor a little bit long time ago and a little stamp. See, May 4th, I did this same stamp right here. All right, so we've got this little action going on. I'm going to take this down. Thank you. Yes, and y'all, like I said, I have a Archer and Olive, but again, if you haven't completed at least one journal yet, slow down. Let me just leave that alone before I be up somewhere about to mess something up. So y'all see how you develop a page and then you can write a journal entry. So again, even if you do a page, it doesn't mean that you have to fill your journal entry in just right now. It's just totally up to you when you want to. I don't even know what I want to write, so I'm not going to write that right there. You know, we don't fake it till we make it. So we did 2 pages. And hold on, y'all. I'm going to have to slice that in a minute. I have to manipulate that and slice it. So that's that. So what I'll do, starting with the journal prompts, which we already have right here, I'll go in. And like I said, I'll be doing videos. You just won't necessarily know what the journal prompt is per se. Like, I'll set up the page, but I'm not going to show what the journal prompt is. I may already have a portion of the page started on the video, or when I end it, I'll blur that part out. But there will be 14 days of journal prompts in here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the X-Acto knife and cut a little bit of that off because it's gonna keep bending. With this particular journal, you have to be very careful with the X-Acto knives because it will cut straight through the paper. And hopefully I'm not gonna be the example of that today. But yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to need to do this off screen because I can just see this being a real big old disaster. So let me leave that alone until I'm off screen and can do that. Yes, you'll be able to get the journal prompts tomorrow. So they're only in the group. Like, there's no deadline on the journal prompts, y'all. Like, once I put them up, they're up on the site. So they are available tomorrow. Again, if you are in the Facebook group, if you are on Patreon, you already have the link. So that's that. This is our distress page. Thanks, Pine, for pushing me out the envelope. The next live, I will have to do, what did y'all tell me? I have to do watercolors. And if y'all see the watercolors I have a very expensive set of watercolors. I'm trying to see if they're near me. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can see them. No, they're not near me. But I have an expensive set of watercolors. And they're actually color pencils. Like, they look like color pencils and you can color, and then you take your water brush. You know, I got all this stuff, y'all. Like, I have a lot of stuff for journals, and I'll get stuck in one little zone. So if there's something that y'all want to see and you want to push me a little bit out of my envelope, I am open to it. If I'm not going to do it, you know, I don't have a problem saying no. But for the most part, when it comes to journal moments, trying something new, I'm here for it. Don't have a problem. I really want to show y'all these. I think it's sitting right over here. Oh, maybe I'll hear them from myself. Huh. I got to find out. Those things cost too much, even though I don't use them. Even though I don't use them. But yeah, so we'll do that on the next one. Oh, Jennifer, make sure you check Goldmine and Coco out. Her link should be in the description. If it's not, you can check out my Instagram page, Journal Jot and Jive. Hit that link. If you've never shot with her, you'll get 15% off your first purchase. So this is what we have today. You would like to see. Oh, you have some? Okay. So that's what we will do on our next live, y'all. We will do watercolors. So if you have watercolors, I'm pretty sure some of you have this stuff over there at your house. You're going to go ahead and pull that out. We can do a watercolor page. I have watercolors. The only thing I don't have as of now is the heat tool to dry it fast, but I can always take the paper towel and block dry. So that's not a problem. That is not a problem at all. So again, this is the book that I will be doing the 14-day challenge page per page. So by the time we finish, we'll have 14. I'll probably have a little, excuse me, y'all, a little more than 14 pages because sometimes I tend to write more or I want to fill up a little bit more. It's totally up to you. Which watercolor pencils do you have? I'm just curious to know if we have the same ones. Does anybody have any questions before we hop off? I don't mind answering a few. Okay, you said Michael's. It's a Michael set. I know the ones that I bought at the time, they were like 30, close to $40. Just foolish. $30, $40. I was on the quest to just watercolor something. And I may have used those a total of 3 times. For sure. So yeah, we would do that. And so then what I do with this, y'all, I just put, oh, okay, so you have that. No, the ones I have, it starts with the M. What's the name of this? The Marvy. I have the Marvy. See, that's what I should have got, the ones you got. It just varies. Like, so for example, if I'm just up, let's just say I'm up watching YouTube, I can set up about 10 pages. Just sitting there, like pages just to set up. And it doesn't always mean that I'm going to fill them in. I'm trying to see if I have a blank page in here. Let's see. So, well, this isn't blank. So these are like things that I do in my journal. Again, your journal entries do not have to be long. And this is more of a creative outlet journal for me. It's not my Dear Diary type journal. Now, do I have a couple of Dear Diary moments in here? Sure. Let's see. I'll show y'all how I do some goals if I want to see them. So like this was last September, and sometimes I do my goals in a journal mode, right? Like something you want to see, you make it bold, you put it out there, put a little scrap paper, write what I want. That's a small journal moment, right? I have a, it's like a, they sell it at Hobby Lobby. It's like a craft thing. You'll see a lot of people put kind of like yarn and stuff in it. So I'll put a couple of books. But I really need to move a lot of that stuff out of my room because it gets real chaotic in there. This was an example when my son had a game. It was real simple. This, I just put location, date, time, whether they lost, what they need to do, focus on plays, blocking confidence. And that was a small journal moment. So even if you have kids that play in sports, don't forget to write about them. Often we just focus on us. So this is an example as a page that was set up. I can always go back and put a inspirational quote or anything, but sometimes I'm just sitting, if I had extra stuff sitting around and I didn't want to waste it or anything, I'll just pop it down on a journal page. Sometimes I would do a weekly page if I was on the go. So again, like the cool thing about this book is you make these pages whatever you want. So that was another junk journal page. That was when I turned 37 the year before. Well, that was the end of 37. I was turning 38 last year. All right, so I'm going to just open this kind of like to the middle of the book. Slide it in, and then it will close out. So this also serves as like a journal. I just put different inserts in here. Sometimes I write in them, sometimes I don't. So I journal everywhere, y'all. Like when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. So this is kind of like an on-the-go journal. All right, y'all, it's been real. I wanted to do this video because I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to do a video tomorrow because I have to work pretty much for the rest of the weekend. I will be behind the chair doing hair, okay? So if you have any more questions, you can leave them in the comment section. I always see them. Make sure, if you haven't already, you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so every time I post, you are in the know. Thank you. Have a great night.